In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create magnetic energy from the inside out, how to let go of resistance inside the body, attachment really, and how that allows your energy to completely shift so that you shift and then your outer reality shifts. So welcome to everyone that is joining right now. I am excited for today's live video. If you can hear me okay, could you do me a favor and push a 1? Push a 1 in the chat box if you can hear me okay. And I'm going to be revealing today something that I call the map. The map is the magnetic activation process, which is a step-by-step process of activating non-attached energy inside of your body so that you are able to really unleash the most magnetic version of you, and understanding that you get in life a direct reflection of who you are being. Awesome. So I see a whole bunch of 1s. That is awesome. So yes, this is what I am excited to share, is understanding more about magnetic energy, sharing with you also, like, step by step, what can you actually do to create this within yourself. I know for me, for a long time, I felt stuck because I didn't know what I'm about to share with you. And also, I just felt like there was something wrong with me in a way. It was like I had this needy energy where I was like really wanting other people's approval. I was really wanting someone that was, that I liked to date me or to like me. And it was this energy I was putting out, like I was tuning to them a lot of times too. So I wasn't really being the most authentic version of myself because I would try to morph into what everybody else wanted me to be. And it wasn't just in my love relationships as well. It was also in my personal life. I had a lot of times hard time setting boundaries. For a long time, I also felt like I was the cameo in everyone else's movie. So it was like I was trying to get, in a way, I was trying to get other people's approval, other people's validation. And it was a complete side effect of this one idea I want to share with you when it comes to understanding magnetic energy. And that is, magnetic energy is non-attachment. It is you could say the degree to which you are attractive is the degree to which you are not needy. Not needy. Now, what a lot of times happens is, awesome. Yes, welcome everyone that is here. Awesome. Nice. Where's everyone from, by the way? Where are you all from? I'm in Austin, Texas right now. And coming to you from there. I know you're not supposed to do in live videos like this on YouTube. You're not supposed to do this because it doesn't help retention and stuff, but I just want to engage with all of you, see where you guys are from. So awesome. Colorado, Canada, Minnesota, San Diego. Nice. Pakistan, Estonia, Italy. Cool. Well, I'm in Austin, Texas right now. And I'm here today to just share with you and to reveal something new that is called the magnetic activation process, a step-by-step process that I want to show you how you can completely transform your life to unleash magnetic energy from the inside out, okay? So with that being said, here is the first thing that I want to do as well. I'm going to do a little teaching. Are you guys okay if I teach a little bit? I'm going to show the secrets, the keys to really creating anything you want in your life. And you can apply this towards love. You can apply this towards abundance. You can apply this towards living to your purpose full time. You can apply this towards any area of your life. And it all revolves around this one idea. Are you ready for the one idea? You live by this one idea, it changes everything. It's understanding this one concept, okay? So now that I've milked it long time, this one idea, you ready? Is that you get in life a reflection of who you are being. You don't get in life, how many of you have heard of, you get in life that what you think? That what you think is what you get. All you got to do is think better thoughts. If you think better thoughts, you're going to manifest what you want. But then what happens is you're thinking better thoughts. For a long time, I would I remember trying to manifest going full-time on YouTube, and I would think about it. I'd visualize myself meeting Tony Robbins while I was selling women's shoes and seeing all this this potential in me and just given me everything that I wanted. I was visualizing that. I was visualizing even being a full-time YouTuber. And I was in that energy field. But I was thinking about it. Some of you may be visualizing the ideal relationship. You're thinking about it. You're visualizing maybe what that is. Some of you may want a certain a certain way you want to feel. You might be thinking about it. But the thing is you don't get in life that which you want, because what you want, you lack energetically. When you say, I want love, it means love's not here. When you're thinking better thoughts, it's a surface level thing. You get in life a reflection of who you are being. Now, the key is, and one of the ways to completely unleash magnetic energy from the inside out, it's about becoming aware of who the hell are you being right now, because you must embody the energy and the emotion of what you want to create in your life before it is in your life for you to have it in your life. Is that making sense? That makes sense. If you're with me, can you push a 1 or can you type meow? Type meow. You just type in meow. Let me make sure you're there and everything's clicking. Okay? So what happened, and here's the thing, you experience a reality that the probabilities and synchronicities in your life are a complete reflection of the energy you are embodying. All right? The energy you are embodying, awesome. Meow. Okay, cool. The energy you are embodying is the reflection that you're getting. Now, here's the thing. Here's where I was, because I'm going to be revealing the magnetic activation process here in a few minutes, but I have to give this teaching, this like understanding, so that I lay the groundwork so you understand. Okay? Now, the challenge for most people is they are stuck in their past self, their past identity for how they view themselves. So think about it like this. You've got like 2 versions of you. Let's just say that. There's actually an infinite number of versions of you, because there's an infinite number of parallel realities that exist, and every moment we're shifting, and every moment you're a new you, and every moment you're a new you, and every moment you're a new you. However, most of us are stuck because we're stuck in our own concepts about who we are. So how you think, how you feel, and how you act is on autopilot. Almost all of us, unless you're constantly jumping into the unknown. So let's say this is your past self. This is where most people feel familiar. How you think, feel, and act is on autopilot. I realized a long time ago, my 9-to-5 job that I worked that I wasn't passionate about, my thoughts, my feelings, and my actions worked in complete alignment with that job. I'd go to work, it'd be really slow because it was a sales commission job selling women's shoes, and it was like slow in Vegas, and I'd go to work, I'd complain to my coworkers about how slow it was, we'd all talk about it, I'd help a couple customers a day, I had to suck up to management to get the schedule I wanted. And my thoughts, even though I was thinking, I was thinking about being a YouTuber, but my thoughts, my feelings, and actions were in complete alignment with that reality. So therefore, the energy, we all have also an internal self-image. The internal self-image is kind of the governor of what we are comfortable and familiar staying within the energy of. Now, this version of me also had a lot of energy, lower vibrational emotions such as shame. I believe there's something broken about me. Guilt, that's of fear, being afraid of really putting myself out there, being afraid of being that YouTuber. Even I was thinking about being the YouTuber, but I was afraid of it. And even in some ways, when it comes to attracting love, I'd be thinking about being in a loving relationship. I'd be thinking about what that would be like, and I would be visualizing it, but there'd be fear around rejection. There'd be fear around the things that come with being in a relationship. And I had to look at that and realize, where is this coming from? There's also anger. For a long time, I felt also trapped in the old version of me because I had a lot of anger towards my past. Because from 7 to 15 years old, the whole ex-stepmom situation where I had no freedom, was not have friends, normally locked outside doing yard work all day because I had a narcissistic ex-stepmom in my life. Many of you know the story if you've been watching my videos for a while. But I had a lot of anger that was like, why did that happen to me? Why didn't I have much of a childhood? And I was angry towards my ex-stepmom, towards my dad for allowing it to happen. And what happened is because I also developed beliefs, stories that said that were subconscious. I wasn't aware of it. Now, the thing is, the reason most people are trapped is because most people are stuck, and because 95% of our life is ran by our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind runs our life. Until we become aware of what is subconscious and we begin wiring in a new version of ourselves, we will stay within that energy, no matter what you think, because the subconscious mind and the subconscious stories is running who you are being. So one thing I had to become aware of is I had to become aware of the energy, because one of the stories I developed was that all women in my life were trying to control me, because from 7 to 15 I had a controlling ex-stepmom. So even after my ex-stepmom left, I attracted a girlfriend that was very jealous and controlling. Why? That felt safe. That felt familiar to this part of myself. It felt familiar for me to have to fight for my freedom, for me to have to over-explain myself to somebody when they're asking me questions. And then funny enough, after I broke up with that girlfriend, I was with her for 4 or 5 years. This was back in I was 18 to 22 or something. I broke up with her, and literally, finally, because something happened where it kind of worked out that way. And then within a week, literally within a week, I got a promotion at Nordstrom's and Women's Shoes to a better shoe department, a better women's shoe higher-end department, with a manager that was just like my ex-stepmom. Why? Because that was the reflection of what I believed I deserved. The patterns will stay in our life. The subconscious patterns will stay in our life until we become aware of it. This is making sense? Can I see a meow or a 1? If this is making sense, let me see a meow or a 1. Come on, let me see it. Make sure this is clicking. Because we're getting there. We're making progress here, okay? So, now, one of the things that, awesome, okay, cool. There's the meows. Okay. Meow. Okay. Anyways, if you're wondering what the meow thing is, by the way, I used to say, I used to, on my podcast, I used to say, let's get into this episode, right? Meow. And I would meow, like that. And it was just this thing I did. And then, I don't know, I haven't done it in a while, so I wanted to do it. Okay, so my reality was now most of our reality as well is the subconscious mind. We're replaying similar dynamics that we had in childhood. The same, the things and the emotions that felt familiar in childhood, we are replaying over and over and over again because they feel familiar. So a lot of times we'll find that if you feel stuck, maybe you're in a relationship where it's a toxic relationship, in a weird way, the reason that might feel right to you is because it feels familiar. We love the familiar in the autopilot mind on this side because it's the path of least resistance. So what ends up happening though is we say, I want love, I want to live my purpose full time, I want whatever we're focusing on, but I want means I lack. And because we're embodying a lot of it, we familiarize a lot of the energy of the past of anger, guilt, fear, shame. We stay locked in this reality because it feels familiar and because it's in our subconscious mind. Now, the key for me, the thing I had to do is I had to become aware of all of these patterns. And it was a process. And what I share with you in the magnetic activation process will help you become aware of these for a very specific result. Now, another challenge that I used to have in this old version of me is I would feel like I was morphing to everyone else's frame. Sometimes we call this an empath. Now, an empath is somebody that can feel other people's energies. How many of you feel like empaths? Let me see. How many of you feel like empathic people? All right? Empaths can feel other people's energies. As a kid, as a survival mechanism as a kid, because I had the ex-stepmom in my life from 7 to 15 years old, I have gained a very strong acuity to being able to know if someone is a narcissist or not. Why? Because that was so much pain from 7 to 15 that I could tune into. I literally, no joke, I was watching a show the other day with my girlfriend and I was looking at, there was this guy that was a lead actor in the show. He's acting, right? I don't mean to be judgmental here, but I could tell just by looking at this guy and seeing his energy in real life, not at acting, not in the person he was acting as. I could just tell. I could just tell by the energy. I don't know how to describe it. How many of you feel like you can tune, not necessarily a judgmental way, but in an awareness way? You can tune, when someone else is trying to manipulate you. You know when somebody else is trying to, is lying to you. That's always a trippy one to me because I almost always know when someone's lying to me. I can feel it because as a survival mechanism as a kid, I had to do that to survive. I had to know, because my ex-stepmom was such a narcissist and controlling. Like if I wanted to go to band camp, for example, I would have to pretend not to want to go to band camp, because if she knew I wanted to go to band camp, she would somehow take it away from me, because I'd like earn going to school activities. So that was like something that I had to learn how to mitigate and get around her, and like say I want this, and then like I had to tune myself to others in order to be happy. But here's the challenge. I'm tuning to somebody else in order to be happy, but guess what ends up happening? Then in dating and relationships, I'm tuning to somebody, and then they're not feeling safe in their own feminine frame because I'm tuning to them to see what they want. I'm making a video and I'm like, oh, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you like it. I'll morph into whatever you want me to be. It's very unattractive energy. And it's because I was seeking frame in somebody else. I was trying to find frame in somebody else. And therefore, I was, in a way, trying to get my inner child needs met that weren't met as a kid. I craved approval, validation, knowing I could feel safe, but I didn't feel that as a kid. So therefore, in my life, I had this belief that I'm not safe. I had this belief that there's something wrong with me, shame. And then I had all these blocks with attracting love. Why is it hard for me to attract love? And it didn't even make sense to me because I didn't learn this shit until about 3 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. And here was the thing. I had friends that like look at me on YouTube and they're like, oh, you have, there's like 1 million followers on YouTube. You have all this success. You have like a nice house. You travel the world. Why would you have blocks with attracting love? That makes no sense. And I was like, I don't know. Why though? Because no matter what you create on the outside, you might think to attract love, you got to become rich, successful, you got to look a certain way. I'm telling you that even if you have all the money and you have all these things that like you think are going to make you like attractive, it's not what makes you attractive. It's energy. It's non-attached magnetic energy. Can everyone type in non-attached magnetic energy? Just go ahead. Not attached magnetic energy. It's a way of wiring it in. I'm telling you what, though, that's when I learned something called the magnetic activation process, the map. All you got to do is follow the map. I followed the map, and guess what happened? Completely transformed my energy. I went from like needing people's approval and validation, trying to fix. If I was dating someone, I was trying to fix them, trying to overcompensate, trying to like get it to where I would become like irreplaceable because I'm willing to fix and help and do all these things that would then take me out of my masculine polarity. There you go. And it was overcompensation. It'd be hard for me to set boundaries. I was trying to please, which is very unattractive when you're trying to please. Why is pleasing unattractive? Why is being a nice guy unattractive? Why do you think? You want to know why? A lot of times we might have that pattern activated because as kids, guess what? As kids, we did not, as kids, feel validated or love was conditional. How many of you maybe had some level of something in your life where it was like you felt like the love was conditional? Like if you got straight A's, you are approved. I approve of you and I will give you love. For me, I had to tuck in my shirt and comb back my hair because my dad's a firefighter and I guess that's like, there was a certain way I had to present myself. So I had to tuck in my shirt, comb my hair, and I had all these rules just for me to be enough. So then it's like, okay, am I enough? Am I enough? And then I'm dating people. Am I enough? Am I enough? And then just constantly feeling like it's not enough because I had to please parents growing up, and then that turned me into a people pleaser in real life. So the key, 90% of all transformation, by the way, is awareness. It's becoming aware of these subconscious patterns. It's becoming aware of the subconscious patterns. The other 10%, 90% of transformation is becoming aware of these subconscious patterns. The other 10% is making a new choice about who you are, making a new choice to not live in it, not embody it, to make a new choice about who you are being. Okay? So remember, you get a life reflection of who you are being. If you are seeking, and here's the thing with that, let me close this loop real quick on people pleasing and being a nice guy. To be a people pleaser, nice guy, or even empath, many times, it's I will tune to my outer environment in order to get my needs met. I will tune to you to know how you're thinking and feeling. I will like be perfect. But guess what ends up happening in that process? You end up abandoning yourself to make other people happy because you're trying to get your needs met. But here's the thing. It's manipulative. It's a manipulative energy. It's not attractive. It's a dynamic of control to try to get your needs met. And when you try to control relationships, I'll tell you, it doesn't work. Like many things in life. Try to control many things in life. Gotta surrender. And I'm always learning this shit, by the way. I'm not perfect at it, especially when it comes to control. There's many areas of my life that I like to control. I want to know, how's everyone doing right now? Can you guys feel the energy? You know what I mean? But I have to become aware of it. So one of the things with being a people pleaser or a nice guy, we'll talk about that more in a minute when I reveal the map, the magnetic activation process. But a lot of it is about becoming aware of the unmet childhood needs as a kid, where love was conditional, and closing that loop instead of continuing to attract the same people in your life through your subconscious mind to reflect back that wound. But realize, being an empath, tuning to other people, you've left your own body energetically to tune to everyone else to get your needs met, and you've abandoned yourself in the process. And the key to transformation, the key to magnetic energy, is to find your frame and to pull your energy back. Pull your energy back. That's a cool little thing. Pull your energy back. Everyone do it right now. Pull your energy back. Okay. So, where are we right now? So realizing as well that pretty much a lot of us are just trying to close the loop from childhood to get our needs met. So what we're doing is, a lot of times, that's the thing with people pleasers, nice guys. It's very manipulative. It's like, hey, I'm going to be nice to you. And in exchange, you're going to give me the validation, approval, and also frame. I'm seeking your frame. Because I feel like I'm the cameo, and I want to be the star, or I feel like there's like a comfort that comes with feeling like the cameo in someone else's movie instead of being the star of your own movie. Okay? That's the difference. Now, here's the thing, okay? There's two main ways, like knowing you get in life a direct reflection of who you are being. So, if you want to become the most magnetic version of you, the key is letting go of all of this and letting in this, okay? It's letting this go, becoming aware of it. And there's two main ways to bridge this gap into you being this version of you. You can apply this towards attracting love, abundance, money, success, health, whatever the hell you want. This version of you already exists. When I created like what has happened on YouTube or whatever with all the following and the videos and all that shit, I became the full-time YouTuber version of me. I simply decided this is who I am now. I was living at my dad's house. I didn't have like a whole bunch of money and abundance and like law of attraction success to be like, I'm a law of attraction expert. Let me show you how to manifest in my Bugatti or something. It wasn't like that. Like I'm living at my dad's house, making a video in the backyard, trying not to talk too loud because I'm kind of embarrassed that my dad's going to hear me talk about esoteric stuff. But the thing is, I had to be this version of me. There's two main ways to shift into this version of you. The first one is called meditation. Meditation, as Joe Dispenza says, literally means to become familiar with. To become familiar with. So when you're meditating and you're observing the old you, you're becoming aware of the old version of you. When you meditate, you can literally meditate and feel the energy, feel inside your heart field, because that's also what makes you magnetic, by the way, is when the electromagnetic energy of your heart is on fleek. All right? When it's on fleek and it's activated, holy shit, are you attractive. Now, what you have to do is activate that energy using the power of meditation. You're able to literally tune to this version of you. You can then imagine the version of you, the behavior of that version of you, the habits of that version of you, and literally feel the gratitude that this is who you are now. Then energetically, you are tuning to this version of you. But if you tune and say, I lack love, I work this 9-to-5 job I hate, and you have all those energies very familiarized and active, you can't perceive of new possibilities and probabilities and synchronicities. The key is using the power of meditation to detach from this energy and to become this energy. All right? Meditation completely transformed my life. Meditation allowed me to become aware of the shame that I believed I was broken. It allowed me to start feeling worthy in my own heart. And as I started to activate my heart, and as I started to make new choices about myself, it completely changed everything. All right? Now, here's the thing. Now, gratitude unifies you. Gratitude is an energy that literally says, thank you, universe, because this energy is in my life right now. Or you could say, right now. All right? Gratitude literally is sending the message that this is here right now. And you must feel gratitude. You want to feel magnetic? Feel more gratitude. Put the energy in your heart. Don't just exist in your head, think you feel and acting equal to all that stuff. Become aware and bring the energy down into your heart. All right? Now, this is one side of it. It's meditation. Energetically, meditation completely transformed my life. Now, on the other side of this, the second thing, can you guess what it is? Guess what it is? It's right here. There's two bridges. The bridge is meditation and then choice/action. You must make the new choice about who you are and take action as this version of you. How does the most magnetic version of you act? Here's the thing too. When you're taking action, it's never going to feel like the right time to be this version of you. So for a long time, for example, I was focused on I wanted to be on YouTube and stuff like that. I was like, maybe if I learn more concepts, then I'll be ready. Maybe if I get the right camera equipment, oh my God, then I'll be ready. The fear was always there. Fear is trying to keep you the same. Fear is telling you, do not approach that person to tell them that you're attracted to them or try to spark up a conversation. Don't do it because you don't want to get rejected. And that keeps you in the same. The fear is just there to keep you the same. The fear was there when I started making videos. I had to go. The key is you go into it anyways. You're going to be fearful if you go talk to somebody you're attracted to. But if you do it anyways, you begin to rewire your brain. You begin to rewire your energy. If you're afraid, I was afraid of making YouTube videos. I made it anyways. And then I realized the more I did it, the more comfortable I got. And then I realized that the fear is all in my head. So the two biggest shifts that you're going to make, and I'm going to share with you the map. How many of you are excited for the map? Let me see. Can you all like this video if you want me to share the map with you? You see a little thing below. Go ahead and like it. Go ahead and like it. Like the video if you want me to share the map. And I will share it with you. I mean, if you want me to. There's a map. There's like literally a map behind this piece of paper. So once we get to 100% likes for the video, I will move on to the map. Okay. Just kidding. I'll probably move on to the map anyways, but it'd be cool if you could. I'm not trying to manipulate you into getting likes. Just saying. So meditation and choice allows you to become this version of you. One of the things you want to look at is your values, what you live by, because the old version, values make up your identity. The old version of me valued other people's validation, approval over everything. So it's constantly tuning myself to others, just trying to be the cameo in their movie, because I felt safe and comfortable like it did when my stepmom was in my life for 7-15. I felt kind of lost energetically, but I valued those things. The new version of me, that was the full-time YouTuber version of me, that also felt worthy version of me, I valued authenticity and vulnerability over everything. That meant if something I didn't want to do, and it was like hard for me normally to set boundaries, if it was real, I had to express it. And it was like a whole new world. A whole new world. Okay? Now, how many of you are excited for the map? Did you guys like the video yet? Okay, I'm going to go. Okay, so, got this paper. This paper, if you like the video and share it, I'll show you this paper. This paper. Okay, here is the magnetic activation process. Canadian people, right? Process, is that what you guys say? Process, not process? Okay, so anyways, here is the magnetic activation process, or process if you're Canadian. Okay, are you ready? So, now, basically, remember that little stick figure I showed you a minute ago with like the things like, oh, we're going from thinking, feeling, and acting in the familiar to the unknown. Part of this means branching into the unknown to become the most magnetic version of you. Okay? Magic happens in the unknown. Can you please type in magic equals unknown? Magic equals unknown. Does magic equal the known? No. It equals the what? What does it equal? The unknown. Okay? Now, we already concluded this, so I'm just going to say it one more time. 90% of transformation is awareness, 10% is a new choice, just in case you forgot. Okay? That's 90% of the process. Now, what you want to do to go through the magnetic activation process, to follow the map, this is what I use to go from a needy little version of me. Nice guy, people pleaser, couldn't find my own frame, felt like there's literally just something wrong with me. Feeling like the people I attract into my life, like I have to fix them or help them so that I can be indispensable. There were, it was a feeling of also just feeling like, yeah, it's like I really had to overcompensate and abandon myself to make everybody else happy. Then feeling like there's something wrong because I'm not in my own masculine energy because I'm tuning to everybody else. So one thing that I then had to do was become aware of that shit. But in this process, here's the process of becoming this new version of you and activating your heart and being it, all right? One of the first things you want to do is you want to become aware of the stories that you have that are on autopilot. What are your stories about men? What are your stories about women? What are your stories about attraction? What are your stories about a relationship? What are your stories about love? Stories create your life. The stories are your beliefs. Your beliefs create your reality. So becoming aware of your stories is such an important part of the process. Now, most of us will have one of three core wounds. The first one is we feel unworthy. I feel like I'm not worthy. There's something wrong with me. Shame. And for a long time, that was my biggest block. And this may even sometimes go all the way back to childhood where you don't even freaking remember. It may be that when you were a kid, mom or dad emotionally or physically left. And then we decided, oh, there's something wrong with me. Maybe we were a kid. I was like 5 years old. My parents divorced. As kids, we internalize everything. Mom and dad divorced and meant there's something wrong with me. Maybe if I was better, they would have stayed together. And maybe I wasn't worth them sticking around and staying together. Maybe mom or dad physically or emotionally left and said, oh, there must be something wrong with me. And that ends up creating needy energy. Needy energy, because we're trying to get our needs met. We're trying to prove that we're worthy, but we can't because we believe we're not. So healing that wound is important. Now, the second wound is probably one of the most common ones that I see. And it's also the one that I had probably the most, and that is the abandonment wound. Feeling abandoned as a kid. Feeling like people leave me. What are your stories about that? So you feel stories, you're not worthy, abandonment wound. A lot of times what we do is we abandon ourselves to make other people happy. We might then also choose people that don't choose us because it's reflecting back the belief that why would anyone choose us? We're not good enough. We're not worthy. And then that is on autopilot. So becoming aware of that abandonment wound and to stop abandoning yourself and to be in your own body. Is this making sense so far? Let me see. If this is making sense, can you, por favor, just type in meow. Just type in meow. Just making sense. M-E-O-W, meow. Right, meow? Just let me know. Okay, cool. Now, here's one of the other ones. So you want to become the star of your own movie. That means have a vision for your life, going in a certain direction. Going in a certain direction. All right? Not one direction, maybe, but your direction. And what you want to do is you want to find what is called your frame. Being in your own frame means being in your own body. Having a certain direction that you're going in. When people are trying to attract love and they make love the North Star, it energetically messes it all up. The key is to be in your own frame, to be focused on creating your dream life, to be on the mission of that. And as a side effect, you will then attract the love that you are embodying because you love what you do. You're in your passion. So finding your frame, feeling safe in your own body, being the star of your own movie. Then you want to become aware of your vision. What is your vision? The vision the direction that you're going in. For me, that meant becoming clear as, I want to be on YouTube, helping people, adding value out in the world. What does my vision for the most magnetic version of me look like? Well, it looks like I'm not attached, and that's about letting go. A lot of this is letting go and letting in. Letting go to let in. Becoming aware of your values. The values make up your identity. I recommend valuing authenticity and vulnerability over everything. Because then you're focused on being authentic. Imagine if you go on a date and you're like, I hope they like me. Will they like me? Will I be good enough? There's an energy to that. But imagine you go on a date with someone and you're like, I wonder if we're going to have fun. I wonder if we share similar values. I'm curious that is this somebody that I actually resonate with? Very different energy, right? Just from the questions alone. It comes from energy, though. It comes from the energy you're embodying. So becoming aware of your values, and then also vulnerability. Shame hides in the dark. Vulnerability is the ability to put yourself out there, to do something new, to get into the unknown. It takes vulnerability to ask that person out. It takes vulnerability to express your emotions to somebody else. A lot of people-pleasing, nice guy syndrome, empaths like that feel blocked, it's because they're trying to hide the shame. They're trying to hide that I might find out I'm really not worthy, but really, it's a way of hiding that. When you put yourself out there, you will be extremely surprised when you start actually expressing what you really think and feel. That changed everything for me. And it allowed me to also be more in my own polarity by doing so. Because then you start embodying this level of courage and vulnerability, and it is very attractive. If you go up to somebody else and you say, whether you're feminine, masculine, whatever, you say, like, would you want to go out sometime? Or something like that. Like, you look like, what does Rebecca say? You look like somebody I would like to go out with, or something like that. It takes vulnerability to do that, but guess what? In the unknown, you create magic. All right? And then the key is actually activating that. Now, one of the two most powerful ways to do this is through something called meditation and action. Now, there is something that I also want to share with all of you that help you wire this all in. Now, something that I haven't created it yet, but there is something that I am making right now, and it's called the map, where it's actually meditations, processes, things you actually do. I'll show you guys inside. And it's called the map. And then as well, one thing that I realized a lot for this process of transformation, just in general, is I have these things called the 21-day challenges. Have any of you been part of my 21-day challenges ever before? The reason I'm sharing that is because these challenges, there's like a lot of stuff that happens over the course of 21 days where people are taking action. They're literally doing things to wire in a new version of themselves. They're embodying a new level of energy. They're doing meditations that tap them into a certain frequency. They have the accountability of a group. And over the course of 21 days, people have very powerful transformations. And by the end of it, they're literally new versions of themselves. However, one of the things that I realize happens is people afterwards sometimes fall back into the old pattern if they don't have the support system set up, if they don't have the accountability set up, if they don't have the guidance, the coaching set up. So one thing that I did is the 21-day challenges. I've ran 4 of them. I've had over 15,000 people go through them over the last 2 or 3 years. One thing I have now done that I'm excited to announce here, if you haven't heard about it yet, is a monthly container called Magnetic Mastery, where in Magnetic Mastery, something I'm doing right now is I'm adding and creating the process called the MAP, the Magnetic Activation Process. It is being created right now. And if you join today is the day to join, the last day to join, if you want it at the cheapest price it will ever be at. And all you got to do is go to magneticmastery.com, or maybe, you know what, I'll show you inside the course. How about that? I'll show you inside Magnetic Mastery to see if this is a fit, something you want to join, having a group container, safe place for you to heal. Also something I'm excited to announce as well is I'm learning and going to be certified in breath work. Have any of you ever done breath work? I'm going to be doing breath work inside my community as well. And it is going to be something that I'm getting certified in the next couple weeks. And that is in there as well, because that helps release and become aware of a lot of this stuff over here. And I'm creating a step-by-step course inside that Magnetic Mastery. Now, Magnetic Mastery, I go live every single week with live coaching, just like this. How many of you got value out of something like this? Just like this, I go live every single week. I answer questions. It's different, though. I actually bring people up and I coach them one-on-one. Can't really do that through this streaming software that I have right now. Nice. So says, it's awesome. Been there since day one. Nice. That's so cool. So with that, let me show who wants to see inside the Magnetic Mastery membership. Now, if you want to check it out, go to www.magneticmastery.com. Today's the last day to join. It's only $29 a month. Cancel anytime. It's a crazy deal. Today's the last day. Tomorrow, the price goes up forever, and it'll never go back down to $29. So if you want to join a monthly container, a safe space, if you want weekly coaching with me, literally every single week I coach and I'm going live and we're going through meditations, we're going through a process. Let me show you the inside real quick. So, okay. Can all of you see my screen? If you could see my screen, can you push a 1? See a 1 if you could see my screen. So this right here is Magnetic Mastery. All you do is go to www.magneticmastery.com and you're going to transform, become the most magnetic version of you. It's the coaching, the meditations for creating a permanent shift in vibration so you don't fall back into the old. I share with you everything I just kind of shared with you on how to make that transformation permanent without falling back. There's weekly coaching, step-by-step process, meditations, every meditation I've ever created. There's also a whole community of people just like you in there that support each other on this process. And today is the last day. There's 14 hours left. $20 a month. Cancel anytime. There's also a 30-day no questions money back guarantee. So you can go into it. If you don't think it's for you, you can get your money back. However, I think you're going to go in there and see how crazy of a deal it is. And not only that, but just how you could really get the results. How you're going to see other people in there that have been transforming. And it's going to really inspire you, I think. And then there's also a yearly option where you can save 2 months. I think you can read some testimonials from prior challenges. And do you have any questions? You can type in here. Now, it's not on Facebook. That's one of the cool things. Let me show you inside Magnetic Mastery. So this right here is Magnetic Mastery. We have about 700 or 800 people that have already joined. This is inside the community. And it's a community. It's the coaching community and accountability to really creating this new version of you and staying consistent to it. So when you come in, what you'll see is there's a welcome video and then a tour of the space. Everyone is now also putting in that of they're introducing themselves. People from all over the world, people from Canada that can say process, people from all over the world that are joining, which is really cool. Now here's what I'm creating. The magnetic activation process is coming soon. We're going to be going through it live together. And we're going to be going through this process. This is going to be my signature process for transformation. And if you get in, you're also one of the first people to go through it because it's something I'm probably going to be having around for years. But you get to be a part of that. It's only $29 a month as well because eventually it will be $67 a month. So if you want to get in today, you get that as well. Now here's the community. In the community, you will see that this is where a lot of the magic happens, where people are sharing things. They're sharing things they're going through. Sometimes there's challenges where you go out in the world and you do something to break out of your old identity. There's the support of a group for that. It's really cool. It's really cool to connect with people in here as well, see people from all over the world. But this is where the connection happens. There's also a live chat feed where you can chat to people. This isn't on Facebook, as you can see, which is kind of cool. But there's like a live chat feed, and eventually I'll have live chat feeds on different topics so you can talk to people whenever you want. Event schedule. There's one or like a month in advance, you know, all the events that are happening. These are the coaching calls. Eventually, there are also, some of them are accountability calls as well, where we get put into groups and we go through and we share with each other like what we're working through. Those are optional. However, the coaching calls are where I am coaching people through processes. All of them are here. Normally, I go live on Sundays at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Time. However, I'm going to be eventually shifting the times around to accommodate people in different time zones. So, but you can see, you know, we've got people signing up for those, and it's just a Zoom link. It's all via Zoom. If you can't make it live, though, it's okay. You want to know why? All the live replays are right here. These are all the live replays. This is one of like the last live I did was a couple of days ago. It was 1 hour and 42 minutes. And the cool thing is I was teaching some of the concept we're talking about now. And the cool thing is, too, is I literally bring people on and I do coaching to where like, yeah, I coach people like one-on-one, which is really cool. And it's a lot of fun also connecting. You'll find that even though you're maybe watching someone else be coached, or maybe you're actually being coached, and I'm talking to you one-on-one like this, because it's group format, you'll find that a lot of times it relates to whatever you're going through. It's pretty trippy. Even for myself, somebody's like explaining something they're going through. I'm like, wow. Now, every meditation I've ever created is in here, which is really cool, as you can see. Every meditation I've ever made, easy to listen to, no ads or anything. You could just listen to them. If you join today as well, another benefit is I recently did something called the Shift Experience. It's a live event, Austin, 3 days to shift your beliefs, shift your identity, shift your life. Very powerful process. It was $500 to get to come show up live was $500 and the price went to $700 or something like that. And then for the virtual, it was $200. If you join right now today, you also get this as a bonus, which is the Shift Experience, which are like, it's a 3-day live event with professional like recording and all that done. There's breath work in here, which is really cool. Transformational breath work. You'll see at certain points of music and everything like is magic. We have shadow work sessions, letting go ceremonies, and then wiring in the new you. It's pretty much a day of letting go and of wiring in, but it's a 3-day process you get for free when you join right now. And then also the 21-day Raise Your Vibration Challenge, my signature 21-day course, where you go through it. It literally shows you one video a day, shows you exactly step-by-step what to do to shift your vibration, not fall back into old patterns. So with that being said, also another little cool benefit as well when you're in here is you can go through and see that there are like people, like if I go and want to see who else in the community lives in my city, I can type in like Austin, and then I can go and see, oh, all these people are in Austin. So I can see, and sometimes people are like meeting up in their cities or wherever they're from just by typing in things like that. Like if I type in Los Angeles, for example, right? Or something like that. You can see where people, Los Angeles. Say all these people live in LA. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool. But anyways, if you want to join, today is the last day to join before the price goes up. So you can go in and you're grandfathered in at $29 a month. And then you can still cancel anytime if it's not for you. But you'll also get access to that of the magnetic, everything I'm sharing with the magnetic, the map process that's being shared as well. So let me now just come back to here. So who is excited about that? Now I'm going to answer questions for a couple minutes. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? Hide current comment. Anybody have any questions? So that is the Magnetic Mastery process. Today's the last day to join. I wanted to get in here, add a whole bunch of value, and basically everything you see here in the map process will come with meditations and a process to go through it. This is the what. If you want to understand the how, that's what we're doing with the map. Does that make sense? Nice. Jen said, just join. Nice. Does the 14 hours apply even if I'm on UK time? Yes, it does. It's 14 hours from wherever you are in the world. So it'll, even though from wherever you are. It's 14 hours from now. It's PST, 11:59 p.m. Let's see. Wonder if I can pay on Monday. You can, but it will be more expensive. It won't be $29 a month, unfortunately. Today's the last day for that. Can you record this live so I can go back for reference later? Yes, I will. It is being recorded right now, and you'll be able to go back and listen to it whenever you want. Anybody have any questions? Any preguntas? Nice. So far, it's been a very beneficial program. Thank you for putting it out there at such a good cost. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing. And I've seen you in there. I noticed your photo. I've seen you inside the membership, just from your profile photo. Nice. Thank you, Ellie. You have absolutely changed my perspective on so many things. Can't thank you enough. You're welcome. Yeah, this is all about awareness. Remember, 90% of it is awareness. The other 10% is just the choice to be a new you. Nice. Lori says, just joined. Congratulations. If you've just joined or are going to join before the end of the day today, can you type in meow right now? Type in meow or let me know. Awesome. What's the website address? It is www.magneticmastery.com. Let me post, let me actually just, I'll get the link. One sec. Here we go. I'm going to post it in the chat. Oh, I got to go over here, I think. There you go. Let me see if I can. Pin message. There you go. Message should be pinned. So you join at magneticmastery.com/signup. Now is the best time to join at the cheapest price you're ever going to say it. Oh my God. The Shift Experience vids are worth it alone. I highly recommend. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, the whole 3-day transformational Shift Experience event is in there. It was an event here in Austin, Texas with 80-something people. It was awesome. You can go through and even watch the replays and go through the same process. And it's shifting your beliefs. I teach you how to become aware of the subconscious beliefs and stories, how to completely become aware of the payoffs that you get from it, of why they're active, and then to completely let them go so that you become a new you. And then wire in a new you. So it's around letting go of attachment, the stories, the labels, the identities that don't serve you anymore, to then let those go, to then wire in a completely new you. So yeah, that's the Shift Experience Live event. That's a free bonus if you join today. And all you gotta do is go to the pinned comment that I put, magneticmastery.com. www.magneticmastery.com. Let's see. Nice, thank you, Uzmilia. I joined since the beginning. It's brought so much to my life. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. It is like the result, the power of a group and the group energy is very transformative. When we're able to connect to each other and use the power of group intention, and then also create a safe space for us to heal, magic is able to happen. And the cool thing is having the guidance too every single week. The touch points tend to be really good accountability. If you have to watch the replays afterwards, it can be very powerful. And yeah, I'm happy to see that. We have like 700, we have 300 or 400 people that have been in for like 2 or 3 weeks, and it has been just magical with the weekly calls and everything. But the cool thing is now is I'm combining that with content and meditation. So live meditations, meditation you can listen to whenever you want to wire in this new you. And then the group calls for also the MAP, the magnetic activation process. Those are going to be standalone videos in the course you can go back to watch whenever you want. But if you join right now, it's only $29 a month. The price goes up tomorrow. Yes, that's a good question. Does this program help for people who may struggle to find time to meditate? It does, because there's meditations in there that are like there's like 10-minute meditations in there. There's 20-minute meditations in there. And it really helps you rewire the belief as well around your time, because people believe I don't have time. When you actually do have time to meditate, it's just a belief. You become aware of the belief. You can then make time. It just means that it's not a priority. But you'll see from being in the program that meditation will absolutely transform your life and allow you to become a new version of you, and you will make time for it. Not even make time, but you'll just find the time will be there. If that makes sense. But that's what it's all about. Nice. Awesome, Melissa. Just joined the program. Very excited. I'm excited to have you there. We're excited to go through this transformation together. Yeah, sometimes people ask me, they say, can I get live coaching with you? Can I have one-on-one coaching with you? And I do not do one-on-one coaching. I do not do like coaching sessions or anything like that. What I've decided to do is to open up this community as a way of giving back to all of you, to where I can coach in the form of group coaching every single week. And if I did do one-on-one coaching as well, not to be cocky or anything, but I'm so busy that it'd be so expensive that like most people wouldn't want to pay that price. Like literally it would be thousands of dollars just to do it, because it's not worth it to me, because I'd rather put my time to help more people with either making content on video on YouTube, or with that of like making this community, Magnetic Mastery. So if you've ever wanted me to coach you every single week, to go through a process, do group coaching, all you got to do is go to magneticmastery.com, and you can join at the lowest price you'll ever see it. So the meditations are new ones, correct? Not ones uploaded here. Some of them are on YouTube. Some of them are from my programs. It's a mix of both, but they're just all in one place, so you don't have to like go on YouTube and listen to ads. There's no ads on my YouTube videos, but it's a way for you to like have it all in one place, easy to listen to. And there's meditations from programs in there as well that aren't on my on YouTube, and also ones that I sell that are in the membership. And everything I mentioned, the weekly coaching, the MAP process that's going to be created, you're going to be going through that process with thousands of other people. Everything else that I'm mentioning is all included in the Magnetic Mastery membership for only $20 a month. Cancel anytime. Just joined. Nice, Tyson. Congratulations. Nice. I just joined. Aaron needs accountability and like-minded people. Yeah, there's a lot changes when you become aware of like how you're showing up, and also that there's other people out there like you. That's one thing that's happened inside this membership, is that when you are connecting to other people, you realize, wait, I'm not alone. There are people from all over the world that go into breakout groups when we do these accountability calls, and they're shocked to see how similar they are to people all over the world. It rewires their belief too. That says, oh, there's actually people out there like me. How many of you felt like a lone wolf in your life, right? My whole life changed when I met my best friend, Victor, and like other people in my life, my girlfriend. Like there's other people out there that are like you. But you have to rewire that belief, and joining Magnetic Mastery can be a powerful way to do that, because you realize, wait, there's a lot of people out there that are just like me. Nice. Lisa says, it has been great. So nice. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. There's also going to be a video that I'm going to put after this video is live right here, which is one of the most powerful videos for really wired in magnetic energy, learning the power of letting go. You can check out this video right here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace, much love, namaste.